get up, turn the light on. How's everybody doing? Michael Rolla. Welcome to my Sunday spiritual session where we get into all topics, spiritual and physical, and all the dimensions in and above and in between and around, where I bring on a being or an energy, and we just discuss whatever the sort of topic is. Sometimes usually it comes topic and then the being, sometimes it comes the being and the topic. We try to do topics more. Hey Plato, what's up? We try to do topics more because, it's more relevant to what's going on in the world. There's always time for the, whatever they want to say, even within that, right? So that's usually the way that goes anyways. But yeah, another session today. We're going to talk Judgement with Archaea Faith. And Archaea, that's just the archangel for the feminine. For those who don't know, that's what that word is. That's why you can refer to the ladies in such a way. But she wanted to talk about a lot about self-judgment and how, it started this morning, honestly. Right off the bat, like when I woke up, she was like, she gave me the example of how no matter what it is, we think we don't judge, but we're judging all the time, and it was a funny example. She's like, if you're talking with somebody and they're like creeping you out, because, that right away, like who doesn't feel, so, you start talking about somebody's, hey guys, and I don't know, maybe that's just, that's my creeper, I'm a creeper, and they start saying things that are going to creep you out, right? You're going to judge it, it's kind of like a natural thing, and it's pretty funny, how naturally it comes up in us, and if we don't stop, it's definitely something you discern, and you say, okay, but even when saying that, like, okay, dude, whatever, you weirdo, whatever you think you're doing, even that's judgment, the only thing you discern is you feel that energy and you think to yourself, higher self, right? Like, okay, don't need this, don't want to be around that, go away, take that elsewhere, somewhere else, hey Tina, so it's like you want to discern the fact that you don't want that energy around you, and that, that's not for you. It's like you have to say, like, what did you just, instead of what did you just say? I can't believe you just said that. You have to sort of instead be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Listen, that's not for me at all, whatsoever. I'm not resonating with your energy. Okay, and so I'm gonna run full speed ahead this way. Not that way. I don't want you to know which way I'm going. No, I'm going that way. Yeah, I'm going that way. It's so tough in our world to not judge constantly. Relationships of all kinds. Whether it's romantic. Like, just don't even bother, I'm out. I don't even there's just too much there. Like, I don't even want to get started. But then it's like, and even not, whether your boss, coworker, your neighbors, I'm always hopefully not being too loud, talking about weird stuff, freaking everybody out, it's just like, there's always it's to this or to that. So to learn how to use your discernment properly and not be judgmental is a very, it's a finesse. It's a very, very, process. So we're going to talk about how to do that today. Hey, Unified, what's up? Yeah, so some releasing practices, really, it's just like all the breath work, it's just like all the meditation, if you take the time to step back, right, and go to your happy place, be your higher self, your 0 point, your meditative, your zone. You all have to know your zone, we all got to develop our zone, that's why I'm always saying about know yourself and blah, 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 right? can go back there, and then you just look at everything and you realize, like, I don't have to be hurt by this. I don't have to be, and even if it's not hurt, even if, like, I don't even have to get excited about this. I mean, we all want to, that's a fun feeling, so we all tend to go for that, right? But even that's the balance that they say, like the Taoists, or Buddhas, and even happiness is an extreme, is a stretch, is not balance. Too much happiness constantly, if your body was vibrating too much, you would have no downtime. You'd never stop to relax to this or that, and so the idea being that you're in control of your emotions, so you can be happy. If you see the monks when they walk around, right, they always have that slight smile to their face. Maybe now, who knows what they're doing, but sometimes they're serious. They're training, or who knows, but they walk with their arms crossed. They're always holding they're always very polite, very nice, because they focus on the neutral point and appreciation for being in the neutral point, appreciation for having the awareness and have developed the skill that you can do that, and you radiate, and then it's that subtle inner radiate, and that's like, you get into all the Taoist work, where you work on your organs on the inside, and you love them, literally. So you want to give love to your livers. You want to give love to, your livers. You only got one. I mean, this, I guess. And smile and be grateful, right? And don't overdo it. Don't get overexcited, because then you're too yang, right? And that's what we were talking about, and then you're too yin if you're not excited enough, right? And so that's why, like fire, water, alchemy, fire, water, just spark of life, fire and water, heaven and earth. Oh, and then that's what I was saying earlier too. I'll have to correct it. So what was it? The heaven one? The heaven is the sun, moon, and then stars. And I was just like, I was thinking planets as the feminine receptive, and then the sun burning, and I didn't even think moon. So it's sun, moon, right? And then the planets and the stars are all together in there. But yeah, that's really cool too. I love how it all works. So what is it? So judgment, right? And then there's the self-judgment, right? Okay. Self-judgment only comes when you are doing that exact same thing to yourself that you just did to all these other people, right? And so the reflection becomes difficult in navigating at times, because if everything that is a reflection of you, but not everything has to be a reflection of you, you have to use your discernment. Okay, that solves that one. Okay, thanks. That was quick. I thought we were getting into something there. No, we will. I know. That was good. It's fun. It's fun when you start. You never know what they're gonna say, unless you do. Yeah, haha, yeah. Faith. All right. No more jokes, Faith. Come on, serious. We got a world. We gotta heal. Everybody's judging everybody and themselves. Okay, so self-judgment. So we're not going to self-judge. Yeah. What was what we were talking about earlier? She's trying to put it in. Hold on. Yeah. Well, it's sort of along that line. Yeah. So it's the self-judgment that is inherent in all of you. It can only be healed when you let it go. It's judgment. Judgment is one of the last things to go for your collective humans, because you live together. You guys have to find a way to come to oneness in which you trust each other. This is your faith. This is your test. Because no matter how much you try to figure it out, otherwise it's not working. Right? You can't use science in order to just, but it is hard again, to navigate in a world that is not trustworthy at times, or people that aren't. But unless you have faith, you will never make it there. You can't be a peaceful world if you're at war and at odds with each other all of the time. Hi, Sarah. This is why we have come back, and all the light is coming back, and all of the love and all of the awareness. What is light and love? It's illumination of all things. So this is inevitable. And so faith is not even required to be a leap. It's already a done deal. It's just a matter of your judgment of the faith on whatever particular thing you're hooked on that you need to let go of. And that's why, and what keeps all of you spinning on the loop of the constant warring with each other. Whatever warring, she's just using it as like a big word, and it is only when you release these things that you will understand all of the teachings of love and light. Every badass that we got around here, tough guy, tough woman, don't matter, right? It's not about that, right? The only reason that comes about is because of the wrongdoing that they felt they went through or something, or there's, everyone likes, their version of rock and roll, or, whatever the music is, like a heavy, versus, and that's just a natural balance between you all, but you all should be loving and enjoying these things. Right, he talks about my music, this, yeah, okay, like, it's like, all those lyrics, oh wow, those are, and it's like, yeah, that's what most bands sing about. Everyone's always crying on some, lyric or another, or something or another, and it's like, these are all parts of you all. The music you listen to, the things, your expressions. But it's when you take them into these dark places, and then you like teach your kids, like, yes, you have to be tough in the world, but you have to be tough spiritually. You have to believe in yourself first, and all of this, instead of getting all caught up in the world and, boo, 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 boo. It's the judgment that you have, then that comes, and then that's what gets it all mucked up, messed up, It gets everything mixed. It's up to you guys to, there's no need for, it's the judgment upon your bad situation, or whatever, that you don't agree with, right? That you express in a way, in the rebellious way. We all have this side of us, but the rebellious is supposed to be loved. The rebellious, it's like, it's like school. Like for me, I always say, wasn't my jam, just really wasn't. And it didn't mean, it wasn't because I'm a bad person. Like, I love talking with everybody. I like the social side, of school. I didn't really care for the goofy ass lessons, but this is not financial advice. But it's like, where were we going with that? It's not supposed to make you a bad person. There's so many people that or kids that don't graduate, or that this or that. And it's like, yeah, they have legit problems with these institutions, and I can completely understand why. We're not supposed to make them outcasts of the society and judge them And then now they go on their lives thinking that they're good for nothing, and then it becomes self-judgment, or something. I didn't graduate, whatever. What was that? Balance, love, and wisdom. Yeah, man. It's like inside first. Figure it out yourself first. And that's really, what did I shared the Bruce Lee, where he's the one that says, instead of just giving your kids all the stuff you didn't have, teach them the stuff that you didn't know, like now that we're older, we understand, like teach them how to handle their money, how to, how to do this, how to do that, teach them how to cook, get your kids into cooking food, you get them into, gardening, get them into these things. They're going to love them. They're kids. It's wonderful, The video games are going to come anyways, or whatever, Fortnite, right? Fortnite's going to come anyways. It's going to get to them at one of these, But if you teach them, it's like I got a friend, her daughter, would totally pick a stalk of celery, or, celery, or even broccoli. Just a stalk of broccoli, over like a bag of Doritos or something, and again, the chicken nuggets may come, but or the Doritos may come, but it's because she just taught her as a kid. She didn't give her nothing else, and so she knew. But that idea that that's how we create the new. That's what we have. That's what we're all getting into, yeah, and so. But we're not supposed to judge the path and each other along the path. And this is what Michael Rolla, this guy, is saying is the whole reason I'm here is because it's all the same thing. We're all the same people. We're all doing the same stuff. We're all, we all bleed. We all get sad. We all get happy. We all get lazy, and we all get energized, and we all get, and we look at each other and we judge each other about it constantly, you guys. Constant. Thank you, Faith. Can we get a confirmation on that? Yeah, constant. Yeah, we know. She says constantly. I mean, we got country, judgment, whatever that is. Land location judgment, skin color judgment, because honestly, what's different from me and an Ethiopian who's got dark skin? I mean, he's just over there with dark skin. That's it, man. That's it. I mean, you cut him, he's gonna bleed. You cut me, I'm gonna bleed. We're still gonna, I mean, it's. And the variety of that, the spice of life. We're all so bored all the time. We have world. We have a whole world to explore, to experience, to hop online nowadays. Just join a chat room, start talking smack. Just hop in and say, hey, I'm here to save the world. What have you guys been doing? You know what I mean? Just, who cares? Just, you could talk to anybody nowadays. People are lonely. People are bored. I don't have time to do all the stuff I want to do in life. You're bored. It's crazy. We gotta get out of this. So having faith is going to guide you. Yeah, faith can guide you. Of course you can, faith. Jeez. Faith can always guide you. That's why it's here, I know. But it's already a done deal, I know. So why can't you guys have faith in what? The judgment. There you go. Right? You have faith that things will work out. You have faith that you will achieve all that you've wanted to achieve in this life. You have faith that you, all of that. You have faith in the energy. You have faith in, that where you're at is good for you right now. Because it's the only way it works. Okay, you're creating it at all times, and and that's why you're where you're at right now. It's because of everything that you've done, your whole path, and everything you've thought, and everything you've brought into your mind, your consciousness, your body, everything, and where you're at locationally. It's all because of all of the manifestation of all the energy and molecules that have created themselves around you. So we are literally walking like alive, energetic, creational beings, like soul, you know what I mean? This is all you, like creating it. It's crazy. Hey, Bravery, what's up? Good, you good, man? Hey, there you go. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Upgrades. You gotta get the upgrades. Keep coming on, man. You'll get it. Let's see. Faith, judgment. It's huge. It's the biggest thing you guys got to get. The last thing to go. I think I heard Archangel Michael say that in a video. He's like, yeah, of course, we've all said it. And that's the thing too. It's not the first rodeo. It might be here. It might be in the physical. It might be in what we're doing, right? It might be in all of the unique ways that every now moment is a new moment. No matter, so, right. So stop predicting. Stop predicting everything. Stop trying to predict everything. Everybody's trying to make money predicting stuff. That's all it is. Because nobody needs to predict it in the first place. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Sure, that's different. But, and not predicting, but, some people do. I like to give an idea, you know what I mean? And a lot of times based on the energies, but that's what we do. That's like the spiritual community, you know what I mean? You can look, you can check the videos, check on the energy, check, we got Lionsgate, we got the Wolf Moon, we got, you know what I mean, these things. So it's not so much like, predicting the Wolf Moon, it's just like, or predicting, this and this and this and this is going to happen in the world. I mean, it could, based off the energy and based off the tension in the world or something like that, but faith, faith, you don't need to predict when you got faith. It's the judgment, faith, that this was going to happen or that was going to happen, and it didn't. I don't have faith anymore. Well, calm down. It's like a washing movement, I just watched that Cobra Kai. I just finished all 3 seasons. It was so good. Oh my God, you guys have no idea. I always put it on late at night when I'm getting ready for bed, to sit there and crash, and then I'm like up to 11, which is late for me. I know. But I always wake up at 6 though. That's the thing. I can't not wake up at 6. Doesn't matter. By 6 I'm up. Maybe 6:30, maybe. But so yeah. maybe 6:30, guys. Yeah, maybe. I'm all dramatic right now. Faith, judgment, dude. It is hot in here. The air just shut off. Oh, turn that off. Judgment. You guys gotta just stop. Just stop. Like, be like kids again. It's like, right. That's the example I gave, to the one time where, kids, they just don't care about the other kid. Like, they like, they might have like a moment of judgment, based off of who they're growing up in their environments, who knows, right? I mean, it all starts when we're kids, but, they just, like, for the most part, they don't care. They're over it. They get over, so-and-so did this and they're over it. And it depends the level. I mean, if you get into school, now we're getting into bullies and, I'm talking about like children, like the fresh ones, but when they're still connected, when we all still really got it, that some of us were born into the lives and some weren't, and so we've had to, right? So faith, right? Faith. No, it's hard though. It's hard to have faith for some people, you know. Some people are in not good situations, you know. And those are the real warriors, the souls that came here to show us, you know, that things can be, how bad things really can be, you know. We don't want to go there, but, you know, there's more reason to have faith, belief, love in all the things that you do, like, than any reason ever in the world, you know. Because like I was saying, was it earlier with the tough love, and, you know, there's always the tough love, badass guy, badass girl, whatever, person, badasserer, bamf, badass mofo, you know, and it's like, we all do it. We all do it. It's not special anymore, guys. You know, it's like, but again, like we were saying, you want to embrace like the music. You know, like I love, you know, heavy, and then, you know, but then I love Michael Jackson, you know, of course, you know, but then I grew up on Green Day, you know, or whatever, and I mean, it's like, and then all the rap music, 90s, Tupac and Biggie, and, you know, I mean, it's just like, we have all these aspects, and it's so neat when we all come together, because there's always a group of us. There's always, you know, you can go there, and then they'll find a whole bunch of people that like that too. You can go, you know, you can go to this concert, you can go to that concert, you can go to the, you know, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people. There's so much unity that, like, you guys have. We all, right, that no one's paying attention to, you know, because school, because macho-ness, because all of these unhealed traumatic experiences from generations. That's what it is. We keep bringing it forward, and most people don't understand what's going on or have the wherewithal, which is the same thing. Thank you. To, you know, like to process that kind of stuff. You know, to really like, you know, like. You know, all my dad was, you know, he was high strung, or he, you know, he's angry, or he had anxiety, and so I do too, you know, and then I learned it, and then that's how, you know, and so it's like, I still carry it with me, or, I mean, you know, but then you have to think, no, okay, well, where does that start from? That starts from, you know, if you're just like born, you know, and I mean, it could be part of your just energetic makeup, like you know, you could be fire, just a lot of fire signs, a lot of, you know, was it Scorpio, Sagittarius, Scorpio, isn't it? Sagittarius and whatever, Aries, and is it Scorpio is the other one? It's a Scorpion, but I don't think, is that fire? That is the fire one? I'm trying to think. You're reading stuff while listening. You said Michael Jackson just says, oh yeah, nice. Yo, Michael's the bomb. It was funny because I was going to the men's room, and for some reason, Sarah, thank you. I knew Scorpio was something else. Yeah, okay, appreciate that. Sarah, I was talking to Sarah. I mentioned it to you. Some guy comes into the bathroom, into the stall, and he's like blasting music, and I don't even know why. Yeah, Leo is the one. Yeah, that's the one I wasn't thinking. Lion, and like, I don't know what it is, but all these people keep coming into retail stores, and they have their boomboxes on. I don't know if this is happening in your neck of the woods, but and he was just like blasting music, and I was like, what is going on right now? Like, I'm trying to go potty, you know. And he's like, and then all of a sudden he put on which one? I can't think right now. He put on Michael Jackson, and I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, yes. It's so funny. Like, why do I want to? There was a reference there. There was a reason. Oh man, I wasn't just talking about what you're texting, but that's funny, man. There was a total connection there. Faith, come back. I have faith. We'll get back to it. We always get back to it in some way or another. He's a Leo. Sorry, bro. Yeah, my ex's nephew was a Leo. I don't know many Leos. I don't. I can remember when I was like 22, 20, 21, 22, 23. in there. I knew a girl at work. She was a Leo. Like, I really have not known a lot of Leo. And, I probably have. I just never, I haven't been doing this my whole life. We don't like that. Yo, I mean, I don't want to say you water sign or something, Leo, okay? I mean, splash, okay? I don't know what that means. But, that's fun. Don't judge it. Don't judge it. We're talking about judgment. Yeah, don't judge it, bro. Don't judge it. It's a faith. Have faith. Michael will find out what the sign truly is. Because he has helpers. right. All is okay. Right, that's funny. But it's fun to play. That's a good point. I like that. Because the Libra in me, right? That's why I want to talk about all of it. I want to, I'm constantly trying to mess with people, all the time. But not everybody's really ready to, and especially now in the world with tension, it's like people, you can't mess. You know how many Corona jokes I got? I got a gazillion of them, okay? And I wish I could just be busting them out left and right. But it's usually us guys in the back, it's the warehouse dudes, that we're always, when I'm, or whatever. It's the guys who drive the trucks, come in, stock the stuff. I'm not gonna keep talking about it. But when you're on the floor, you can't really, oh hi, yes, what do you need? A Corona mask. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do. It's getting bad. But it's I'm not doing it to what's happening to the situation. You know what I mean? Nothing's happened. No one has to take any of this in and decide now that Michael Brola is creating the most horrific moment of my life. We forgot how to talk to each other. You don't decide on the whole thing. I mean, you can if you're in a mood and you're very triggersome, or you're really, because I'm a hard on my sleep kind of person all the time, but this is the stepping back and okay, creeper, right? I'm not judging you, but I'm getting out of here because you're creepy. But it's not a judgment, but it's just a definition, right? It's a fact check right now is what I'm saying, because by definition of my opinion, you're creepy. But if you met another creeper dude, if two creepy, it wouldn't be creepy to them, right? But that's the word we got to use. So how do we not judge it? You step back, take a second, breathe, realize Michael just had a really bad Corona mask joke, okay? And it's not the end of the world, okay? Because that's your opinion, that's your judgment. It was a bad joke. Even though Michael's laughing, he always cracks himself up, because he doesn't expect anyone to get it anyways, or be ready for it. I mean, but we have to not be afraid. Fear. Faith is okay. It's okay. But, because we're never going to be able to talk about anything. I mean, if you really feel something should be this way, okay, good, go, do it. That's great. I hope it works out. Let me know how I can help and how we can integrate and harmonize and maybe make it bigger. You know what I mean? Even if it's totally opposite of what I'm going to go over here and do. And then let's go do it. And then if we come back around, we do. If not, then we don't. But the whole idea being only science, right? Or only spirituality, or only left, or only right. I mean, come on, guys. It's a circle. We all know this. Right? We all know this. That's the other point too. We all know this. The world is now being forced to look at this because we're all at home, we're all online, we're all finding stuff and, looking up weird, crazy, now instead of working, constantly, well, some people, that can be home, they're looking up, they're getting bored watching the kids all day, and then they sit down and they're like, I'm going to check out who really killed JFK. Yeah, why not? And then this starts. Or it's us, making videos, sharing videos, sending out the messages, And then we're going to see how close we all really are. It's already started. So, and it's just going to pick up more and more speed as we go. Drop off the kiddos. Oh, yeah. Sit later, bravery. I don't know. Yeah, no judging. Yeah, Plato. Yeah. No, I know. I appreciate like you hooking me up with the example. You know what I mean? That helps me. That's why I say, like, I'm just gonna start going live like Saturday nights for like just all night for like 4 hours, and just whatever people want to ask or talk about. You know, I love wrapping it around to wholeness again, so we get into all the different aspects of it, faith and forgiveness, and like, I mean, in command, because there's the opposite of that, creatorship, it's every aspect. And that's why I like the elements as examples, because you can say fire or water, and in any situation, or earth, or metal. A lot of times people think metal, fire, but that's not the same. Metal is not the same as earth. Like earth or rock, that's earth. And there's some metals that can't go through the rocks. So, I mean, we'll get into that. I got to talk earth anyways. Next video. Oh, look, I gotta get my hair dud. My hair dud. Dud. Get it dud. Because it's not did. I guess it is. Because it's not did yet. I gotta get it dud. Because it's done. I don't know. That just popped out of my mouth. I'm gonna say dud. JFK. A lot of sinks. Oh, nice, man. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, JFK, all that stuff. That's where it all starts. And the reason why the financial's going on, right, is because follow the money. That's how I woke up, right? Whatever you want to call it. I mean, I already knew it was all jacked up, right? Like none of this. Every thread I follow, it's just not. It doesn't make sense. Why are teachers not getting paid more? Like why? It's just like everything. That's just. And then I was like, all right, it's all about the money, right? All of it, everything we have, everything we create, everything we, like. And so this is why creating the new systems outside of money, not with money, like creating things yourself, being creative, art, anything, it's going to bring all of that back. The more magic you do, the more you've created, the more you've given out to the world. I gotta sit up. I keep leaning forward because I'm trying to stay in view. And oh, that's so much better. Faith, judgment. Yeah, the judgment, really big. You have to breathe into these things. In all situations, you use the breath. This is why I've been teaching these things in these orders, okay? Because the breath, I said last night, you start from the Wu Ji, which is the 0 point, same as meditation, same as anything. And then from there, you have the intention, and now you're yang, and then you breathe, right? Before the movement comes the thought to move, so the electrical impulse, so the energy starts going, and then the body moves. Like what's that saying? They did a test or whatever on your brain where they say you already know what you're gonna want for lunch. Like if you're sitting there, you're at the store, you're at the place, and you're thinking of what to get, and then you already know, but it hasn't filtered through or something. They said it's like 10 seconds, and it's 16 seconds for your blood to flow through, to go from top to bottom and back around to circulate. So who knows really, but it's that idea that the body comes after. All of this is the after effect. Science studies the after. You know what I mean? And to find the way back. but it'll never know where it came from. I mean, it'll know where it came from, what created it, but it'll never know how. I mean, it'll know what it did in order to do it. It'll know, you know what I mean? So it's like a really backwards way that will never lead into like the true creation. You know what I mean? It's not backwards. It's just, you know what I mean? Like I was saying last night, we're above and below. So it's spirit, you know, and then we're here, physical bodies. Hold on, let me get some water. It's only dry throat. I start sweating. Left my water over here. Wet my whistle. The breath. So when you're releasing anything, or you're transmuting anything, or you're doing anything, you start with the breath. You program your breath with your intention first. You have to go slow. That's why they move so slow. Because there's a lot going on. You know, we don't think it is. You know, it's like I said before, are you aware of the food moving through your intestines? I just drank water. Am I aware of all the water? I mean, I can feel it in my belly, maybe because I have a little sensitivity in that, you know, in this type of work. I can still feel it, you know, moving. Not very, you know, like intensely or anything, you know, but do you feel, you know, every food getting digested? Do you feel it all, you know, breaking down? Do you feel, you know, and we can, right? So you start with the breath. Anyways, just breathe it all out. Everything starts with the breath. Breathe in color, right? Breathe in the sounds, make the sounds because they have the tones. You know, embody it. This is energy work that we're all doing. So, she says, let's stick with the subject. Okay. Faith. Faith is my name. Yes. The subject is judgment. Okay. She's like, yeah, but how do we not talk about faith? I mean, this is why you're the perfect person to talk. I mean, awesome. You know, I thought to myself, I'm like, we're going to talk judgment with faith? All right, let's go. You know, I think I've heard Michael talk about judgment. I've heard a lot of us, you know, a lot of them all talk about judgment, you know. Saint Germain, Jesus, you know. Saint Germain's good on judgment too. Yeah, we could bring, see if he wants to come right now. No, we're good. We'll bring him on some more, bring him on more. Zadkiel, yeah, the Archangel Zadkiel, that's who I did. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Is that it for judgment? I mean, I'll just have to take a breath, slow down, go slow. Go slow. What is it? The ideal state is to be so connected internally that you enjoy the slowness of this reality. Feel good. Nice. Yeah, Phil's a buddy too. We're all on Facebook. That's cool. Yeah, he always has really good stuff. I like what he says. He's always like relevant to, you know, in a way, to whatever's going on. Like he always wraps it around really good. Like that. But yeah, all right. I guess that's all for now. I mean, yeah, the judgment. I mean, it's such a big topic, right? And the only way you can really bring anybody down from it or out of it is to get them to not care. That's why I'm always trying to crack jokes. That's why I say things that are crazy, right, or out there, because I haven't, you haven't asked me if I believe in what I just said, right? Like, you can say so many, I say things, you know, oh man, like, yo, Trump's still gonna win, son. Trump's still gonna win. And people don't like Trump, they'd look at you, go, no, he's not, and I go, hey, I just think the whole thing's corrupt, and then maybe, and so he could, and then it'd be like, well, did you vote for him? And I'd be like, no, but, like, you never asked, you know what I mean? Like, we assume everything all the time. People assume, oh, well, then why'd you say it? It's like, well, because obviously we got some issues in that area. I'm glad I brought it up. Honestly, I don't care one way or another, but clearly you do. Right? So yeah, I'm a little stinker. I know. I've been doing this my whole life. I know. Because I realized that I have to bring this awareness to people somehow, and I don't want to do it and be mean, so I try to do comedy, right? Comic relief, right? I try to do it humorously as best as I can, and mess with people. It's like I say, like when the Jehovah's Witness people, which is who's around here, they come to the house, right? Or they used to, where I used to be, and I would always go talk to them. I loved it, like, do you ever ask if, God has a plan? Yes, I completely do. I've asked that plenty of times in my life. I mean, what's God? Hey, come on, let's go talk. And then it's over for them because they have no idea what they got into. But that's if I let myself go. And with Libra, I always try to, be nice. Which then seems as weakness. And then I just kind of start giving up because it's like we're all in a constant state of comparing. Comparing. We need to be unifying. We need to be like collaborative, or what's the word? Not compare. Oh my God. That one. I can't think of it. Other way of hearing that would be so connected that you realize it's not slow at all. So much going on all the time when you listen. Yeah, that's when you hear them. That's when you connect to spirit. It's when we all slow down. You hear your intuition, like as words. Like how much of a trip that is when you're just like when you're just sitting there and all of a sudden, Michael. Huh? And it's not like it happens like that. I'm just trying to be weird about it, but or like when I heard knocking, like I heard knocking on the door, this is years ago when I was going through my quick awakening, my what was that? My, what's the saying? Whatever, the quick, like rapid wake up call. When silence is sound, meditation is a rap battle. Nice. I like that. I have no idea. Yeah, I know. But, and that's what it is too, the sound of the silence, right? It has a sound. Because it's silence. It's a thing. You know what I mean? It has an energetic frequency and a vibration. Yeah, it's silent. But it's awareness. It's oneness, it's meditation, it's everything because it's nothing. That's how it works. Right? It always has. And that's the paradox. And that's why we keep trying to figure out. That's why science is going to lose its mind if it doesn't include consciousness, which it's starting to. It already has. You guys we all gotta remember, all of this stuff's already been figured out. You know what I mean? That's why I'm talking about like the 7,000 years ago traditional Chinese medicine, all of this, and that's not when the traditional Chinese medicine part came about. That's the more modern, I guess. But that came from the Taoists, the spiritualists, the teachings, and the body work, and the energy work, and the movement. I mean, it's already out there. It's all already out there. It's already been out there. People wonder, oh, we don't have that technology. No, we do. We've had it. We've had it forever. Right? Because it's, we might not actually have access to it, You know what I mean? Like, we might not have, like, our physical bodies. We have to upgrade to the crystalline forms. We have to, all of these things, and we have to, blah, 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 so that we can be fully online and, walking. And, like, I'm literally, like, shining, like the lights, like a bulb, like, because we're so light. We're just walking around like bulbs or something. Who knows, like, whatever that's going to look like, But we're going to have all our different colors, But then we could be all colors, So then is our skin going to turn into that? I think I was listening to somebody who's talking about, he went on a trip. Was it DMT? He did ayahuasca or something, and he went on a trip, and he was talking about he met beings, and they were, they could change their skin color. It was sort of like not scaly, but it was, it was like almost transparent, but it would change to any color, like whatever. So they weren't transparent, but it could be any color, even clear. But they would always pick a color. I think he said they were mostly like greenish blue or something, but it could change on them. So yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We could do something like that. Teleportation, all of this stuff, like, it's all real, and people, like, somebody's asked me that before, could we teleport to past lives and, go back in time? And the whole idea of that is like, yeah, you can always go there in your consciousness. And when you activate, you open up your senses, you can see, you can experience, you can feel, all of that. But in order to take this physical vessel and jump into, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to take a lot more than the technology, right, that we have. I mean, and who knows, we'll probably do a portal thing first, right? Or a pad you stand on, beam me up, Scotty, or something like that. Or like Stargate, what was that movie, Stargate? And then they made a TV show. I just watched the movie when it first came out. That was a cool movie. Kurt Russell. Yeah. Old school. So yeah, faith, right? Faith. It'll all come when it comes, but it's going to come based off of your vibration, right? This is why it's crucial that you choose your reality every day and know without a doubt that it's going to come, because everything that you've thought up until this point has gotten you where you're at now. So choose now, choose wisely, because this is your choice right now is going to take you into your future. This is how you erase and you clear the ancestral karma and the chi and the this, even if you have a born physical, dysfunction or something, right? Like if you focus and you spend your life healing that, you know what I mean? You heal it. Then if you have kids, you heal it in your kids. You lessen it. Like everything, we can do it, any of it. We can, and you can even probably heal it in yourself. If you really go. I mean, not if it's like, physical body. I mean, once you get, past that certain age and, if like you always had a limp because one of your ankles was, I don't know, I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, and it grew that way, then that's gonna require a lot more. But that doesn't mean that it couldn't be done, because if you understand that your bodies are alive, even the bones, it's not solid, it's alive. It's constantly making new cells, and it's maybe at a super slow rate compared to other parts of your body, but you are alive. If you focused on putting that ankle back into place every single day, every moment, and you meditated for hours and you stretched your foot and you did it, it can happen. But we don't have time to do that. And even if we did, would we? No, I got finished watching Cobra Kai. It's awesome, No, it was really good, really cute, really good. I really liked the shout out to the series. It was cool. I snoozed on it for the longest time. I was like, oh, this better be good, and then everybody's like, the whole cast is coming back. They got, look, it's just watch it, everybody's coming back. Like, all right, because I don't even really remember the Karate Kids that much. I mean, I was little. I don't know if it was that little, but I know I've seen them all, but I don't remember the whole thing in order. Like, it's a classic, but it wasn't like something I watched a million times. It wasn't Braveheart. Braveheart I've seen a bazillion times. And I could watch that for always, forever. That's my jam. Yeah, thanks, Plato. See you, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get off too. We're about an hour in, so thanks for coming, man, for sure. Yo, the feedback, awesome, dude. Love it. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps anyone in any of their judgment phases, or just again, Sunday spiritual session, another one in the books. Go out there, change the world, bring some love, and relax, right? I guess step back, take a breath, go slow. There's plenty going on to keep track of. All right, guys. Much love.